Google has agreed to pay a record $170 million fine for violating children's privacy. Regulators say YouTube, which is owned by Google, illegally collected personal information about users under the age of 13 without parental consent. The tech giant then used that data to target advertising. The settlement is the largest in a children's privacy case in the United States. In addition to the fine, Google says it'll make changes to its privacy rules on YouTube. Ina Fried is the chief technology correspondent at the news website Axios and says there are too many loopholes in YouTube's current system, which allows information gathering on children.
Basically, what we're talking about here is programming that's clearly designed for children, but isn't labeled as kids' content and therefore has targeted advertising. And YouTube's saying they're going to take two big steps to try and address this. One, they're going to insist, but we'll see how strict they are, that content creators label content that's intended for children, and then also that they're going to use their own machine learning and artificial intelligence to try and decide and surface and notice what is children's content, and then take action to not serve targeted advertising against that type of content. And the issue right now is that there's tons of kids on the main YouTube site. There's a separate site called YouTube Kids, but that's not where most kids' content is watched. US authorities just don't have the ability to fine these tech companies any amounts that really make a difference. I mean, obviously $170 million isn't nothing, but it's not very much to Google, and it certainly is a drop in the bucket to the amount of revenue that YouTube is bringing in. We see much more significant fines when Europe takes action, but even still, the fines themselves tend not to be the deterrent that one would want. So really what you have to look at are the changes to their business context to see if this is going to make any sort of difference.